Hi, Oluomas. Welcome to the Pels Show. I'm your host, Oluwakbalumi, aka Pels, and it's a precious day to be alive. So let's make it a what?
A great day.
And today, we're already laughing. Today, I have with me. So if we're laughing already, that means it's a sign it's going to be a great show. So today, I have with me the amazing and spectacular Aduragbemi Akintepede, and she is a 21-year-old best-selling author. Like things, one of my bucket lists. I wish I was a best-selling author at the age of 21. Let's make it happen. Okay. Well, so that we're gonna learn from Adura today. Yes, for sure. For sure, we're going to learn out from her. Yeah. Anyways, some of Adura's fantastic work include Kind, New Cheese, One Good Turn, and Late Last Year. Her works have been recognized by top publishing houses such as Punch, This Day, and The Guardian. And on top of it all, she's a Nigerian law undergraduate student at Olabisi Onabanjo University, and she just finished serving her term for presidency at her school's Junior Chamber International, also known as JCI. It's a nonprofit organization that focuses on leadership and empowerment for the youth. And all of this is to say that my sister is a superwoman. She's a queen. I am so proud of you, Adura. Like, thank you for honoring me with your presence. Thank you for coming today. Like, happy Sunday too.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for doing me the great honors, like the invitation, having me on your show, on your beautiful, amazing Pearl show. Thank you so much for having me. I feel honored.
Oh, thank you. How are you doing today? Báwo ni iṣẹ́ wà? Mo ti mọ̀ pé ẹ wà no, because fashion yìí gan dress to kill me. Like my sister understood the assignments. Period.
I'm fine. Today is Sunday. Today is first Sunday of the month. So the first Sunday of the month is Thanksgiving Sunday. So you go to church in your most colorful, gay, outfits, traditional outfits. The guys put on their agbadas, ladies, beads, jewelries, gele, fashion statement basically to make big fashion, bold fashion statements. That's what So to make big fashion statement, basically, that's what today is about. And to have spirits of thanksgiving to God for ushering you into the new month, basically, to celebrate a new month. And the month that you just scaled through.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, we thank God for life. Mm-hmm. And my sister, I am aware that you speak Yoruba. Even your name gives me Yoruba vibes. So
yeah, deep Yoruba vibe.
Mm-hmm. So ẹjọ introduce ara yín ní èdè Yorùbá ọ tẹ́ bá tún lédè mi tẹ́ fẹ́ fi jẹ́ kí àwọn ará wa ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ ọ.
Yorùbá ẹ kú ojúmọ́ gbogbo ilé o, gbogbo ará Pearl Show ẹ kú ojúmọ́ o. Orúkọ mi ni Aduragbemi Akintepede. Mo jẹ́ ọmọ bíbí ìlú Nàìjíríà. Arábìnrin ni mí, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí mi, arábìnrin ni mí.
Arábìnrin tó lẹ́wà.
Arábìnrin tó lẹ́wà ni mí. Mo ń kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní yunifásitì. Mo ń kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àwọn amòfin, that's law, àwọn amòfin. Yorùbá ni mí, tí mo ń sọ èdè Yorùbá ni, ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí. Yorùbá jẹ́ ìkan náà àwọn ẹ̀yà ta ní Nàìjíríà. Ọmọ ogún-lé-kan ni mí. 20 lé plus kan 1 31 ogún lé nìkan. Kristẹni ni mo jẹ́, onígbàgbọ́ ni mo jẹ́.
Thank you so much for actually introducing yourself. I know it's a big ask, but thank you so much. And what are some things that are specific to the Yoruba culture in Nigeria?
Oh, okay. Things that are peculiar or specific to the Yoruba culture in Nigeria. We have our food, Yorubas. We don't joke with our food. We have our iyan, we have our amala, we have our eforiro, we have our we have our asaro. Asaro is I think mashed yeah. We have beautiful dishes, basically beautiful dishes. Eforiro, gbegiri, atewedu, usually put on amala. We have semo, we have inyo. Inyo is pounded yam. Inyo is pounded yam. Then our culture as well, we hold our culture in high esteem. We are very high, we are very big on culture in terms of greeting, way of life, the way you talk, the way you do things, the way you conduct your ceremonies, how wedding ceremonies are usually conducted, the dowry payment, meeting of the families, having traditional, that's why we usually have traditional weddings. Then even for naming ceremonies as well, it's part of our culture as well. After 7 days, you name your baby, the families come together, and then there are things you use like kola nuts, salt, which usually signify different things. Salt, kola nuts, tare is like, we have this kind of pepper that you can pluck from like the farm. Yeah, so it's a type. It's something like tomato. Then there's dry gin as well. There's dry gin. So we have different things that our culture, like it influences everything basically. The way we talk as well, the way you address an adult is not the same way you address a younger person. In Yoruba land, we have our proverbs. The same way we have Chinese proverbs, proverbs in different countries. In Yoruba land, as a younger person, you can't they call it powe. You can't like talk about a proverb or like drop a proverb in the presence of an adult. You have to get permission. It's like a disrespect and a slap to the adults present if you're like, dropping proverbs. Before you do that, you have to say, sorry, I want to seek permission of the adults here. I'm not supposed to be saying proverbs while adults are here, but I want to say this, and then you now go ahead with the proverb. So there are things, there are cultures like that. Then there are proverbs. Proverbs are ways of communication if you don't want to say things directly. Same way we have English proverbs, Spanish proverbs like that. What else do we have? Our way of dressing, I've mentioned it. Our way of dressing, our females wear gele, ikpele is the one you put around here like this, something like this. You fold ikpele, that's ikpele. We have your iro. Iro is like your wrapper. Your iro is your wrapper. Your buba is like blouse that you wear. So usually wear buba and iro together. Buba is the blouse and then iro is the wrapper. So sometimes it can be short, sometimes it can be long, whichever style you want. For the men on agbada, but for the agbada, there are some stuff that if you don't want to put on agbada, there are some normal long sleeve. We have danshiki, clothing items like that. So language, definitely, our language is very important to us, and we have Yoruba is in different types. Yoruba is in we have Ijebu, we have Egba, we have different. So say Memarengba, so something like that. It's still Yoruba, but like it's another pattern of Yoruba. Something like that. It's still Yoruba, but we have different types of Yoruba depending on the area, because we have states, and then we have some states that are Yoruba states. In fact, I think even in some countries as well, some countries we have Yoruba in some countries. So Yoruba is not limited to Nigeria alone. Even in the UK, the US, we have Yoruba there as well. Yorubas are believed to originate from Ile-Ife. That's like the origin of all Yorubas worldwide. Ile-Ife. We have Oromio. If you've heard all these Yoruba stories about Oromio, Oduduwa, Oromio and his sons, like that. Eledumare is like the father. Eledumare is like father of. Don't let me mislead you, but we don't let me mislead you. But we have Oromio, Oduduwa, and the likes. They are princes, so they were the ones assigned to create the earth. So we are believed to originate from Ile-Ife. And we have tribes in Yoruba as well. So I'm from Owu tribe. I'm from Owu Kingdom. Owu Kingdom is like one of the longest and ancient kingdoms in Yoruba. Apart from Owu, we have Egba, we have Ijesha, we have different stuff. So I'm Owu.
Oh, I'm Egba.
You are Egba, okay. I think Egba too. I'm not so sure, but I'm very certain about the Owu part. I know I'm Owu. Omo Olowu Oduru, yes, I'm certain about that. Olowu Oduru, Omo Aremota. I'm telling you Oriki now.
Okay.
Oriki is like name say son of something. We have it in the Bible, say son of this, son of that. Like,
yeah, it's a way to show your lineage and how people will like not just greet you, but like just greet you to like they know you intimately. Especially if they want to like get you
like
to
they're
do
hailing you
something.
based on like your family, maybe your family is family of hunters, maybe your dekunle, or family of people that fight, maybe we have different occupations in Yoruba land and all.
Absolutely.
Like for Owu, basically, we have Omolowo Oduru, Omo Aremota, Omo Ajiboshin. That's all I know.
Yes. It's a way to also praise the person, remember them of home, like you have a baby.
This is like in a party, and you are like, person can start spraying you, because basically like person's head is like swelling.
Yes, so
yes. Something. If you want someone to do something for you, you can hail them as well by their family. And some people even have, like, apart from tribe, they also have like family oriki that is peculiar to their family itself.
Yes, that's so true. Oh, and Adura, I want to say something. Like, you were just 18 when you became a state accredited author and best-selling author. Like, what does that mean to you? How did you feel back then, and like how do you feel now?
Okay, back then, I feel I've always been a little bit used to taking up things that are not so regular, because I actually started writing. Okay, not writing. I started writing while I was in primary school. Then I started publishing in secondary school. I started publishing in secondary school is like after our primary, we have secondary school. Secondary school is like high school. Secondary school is high school, basically.
Yes.
So we have junior secondary school, and then we have senior secondary school. So my senior secondary class, I published. I became a published author. So I think right from then I've been used, and that was around age 14. That was age 14. So since then I've been used to the attention that comes from, oh, you did this, oh wow, So I think I've always been used to, and I don't see it like a big deal anymore. Like, so that status didn't really it didn't really look so something new to me, because I've always been used to being in the spotlight, or being noticed, or being like center of attraction, because of like stuff that started really early. So it was not also new and everything to me, but at the same time the status was like, okay, it was more of like an inspiration to me as well, apart from even from others, like, oh wow, you're able to do this at this age. For kids in secondary school, because my book was accredited for secondary students in junior secondary class.
Wow.
In junior secondary class. So it was more like it was a book I published. It was the same book I published when I was in secondary school. I just edited it a bit. I edited it when I got to university. I edited it, and then I published another book as well. New Cheese. I published New Cheese as well. But for One Guton was published when I was in secondary school. One Guton was written when I was in primary school. So to now have little kids, like, it's just like a stage. You just finished secondary school, and then you have to in that same stage you just left reading your book. So that was like, okay, oh wow, this is like an inspiration to me. And also for anyone who is like, reading, and I'm like, this person wrote this around this same period of their lives. This person wrote this secondary school, and you are reading. It's like you're reading a book by someone who used to be your classmate or someone who used to be in the class.
Absolutely.
So that that like helps you to say, okay, oh wow, I can, go for anything, shoot for anything. If this person can do this around this time, then why not? So I feel it was more of like an inspiring period for me, basically. Yes, that was how I felt. Just like it was an inspiring period from that was how I felt. Not the attention didn't get to me like that because it's something I'm kind of used to already. But like it was still a big deal because we were getting calls, random calls. Even my mom was getting calls as well to like call and then say, oh, I'm this student from so like places that are like far from you, and then you are getting text messages as well. And also like it was inspiring for me that those kids were able to draw inspiration from it. So that was just it was a very inspiring period for me.
Wow, you're definitely an inspiration to me. Like when I heard your story, I was so captivated. I was like, what? There's somebody my age writing, published. Like
No, yeah,
what?
so much as well to seriously. I went through your Instagram page for Uluomo and I was like, oh wow. I think I came back to your chat and then I commented on it that wow, I'm so proud of you and all like the stuff you've been able to do, the representation you've been able to like put forward through what you do. Seriously, it's really amazing that someone who like has been away for a while is still like so much in touch with our culture and is helping others as well. Even people who are non-Nigerians, who are non-Yorubas. I saw white putting it on. So it was like really huge for me as well. So seriously, you are doing a lot. You're not just making fabric or having a brand. You're also like instilling that culture into the arts of people.
Thank you. See, this is like I came here to give, and I'm here receiving as well. I'm receiving love. Oh, thank you so much. And can you tell me about some of your works? I want to hear more. Like, what are your favorite parts of like writing, the process, like your favorite story? Like, if I'm a new reader and I'm just like, man, I hear you're an author. Like, what would you recommend
Okay,
in your
okay.
books?
Okay, yeah. I've been able to publish books in different genres, and I understand that I'm trying these days to not take stuff I do, like to not take them as ordinary. Although my personality is one that doesn't dwell so much on stuff I've been able to do, so I just like okay, this has gone next. That's like my kind of. But at the same time, I realized that it is self-damaging because sometimes I feel like I've not done anything at all. So it is important for me to actually like appreciate myself when there is need to and to give kudos to myself for stuff I've been able to do. Like I was saying, my books, I've been able to publish books in different genres. My first book is a drama test. That is drama. One good one, it's a drama test. That's the state accredited book. It's a drama test. My second book is a memoir. It's non-fiction. So I've been able to publish a non-fiction memoir, New Cheese. I'll talk about New Cheese later. New Cheese, and then I have a short story as well, late last year. It's only available in soft copy, late last year.
Kind.
Yes, fiction and novel as well. So kind is my debut novel. So I've been able to touch on drama, prose, prose in terms of fiction and non-fiction for prose, and even poem as well. If you've read kind as my first poem in it. So I write poems once in a while. This is not something I do so much, but I write poems once in a while. So I feel I've been able to touch on the three major genres of literature that we have: drama, drama, poetry, and prose. And I have like published works on all three genres. I won't try to downplay my ability to be able to flow effectively and have works, great work, standard works on all the three genres. Depends. Firstly, I would like to know the person's interest. Are you someone who likes, because we have some people who like poems, someone like that, someone who likes poems will appreciate a work of poetry more than a work of drama. Some people just naturally don't really like drama, or some people naturally don't like reading things that are in prose form. Some people just don't like, and some people don't like non-fiction. Some people tell you they don't like non-fiction. Some people tell you that they don't want to read something based on imagination. They want to read something that is real, something that is knowledge based. Some people tell you that they don't want to read novels, or they don't believe in novels. Because not everyone watches movies to write.
Absolutely.
Some people like, yes. So it's the first and vital question is, what is your interest? Which genre interests you? Then apart from, okay, so what is your interest? And we have some people who are, open to anything at all. So for someone who is open to basically anything, lover of art, good works, creative works generally, and is open to anything like me, I love everything. I love drama, I love prose, I love poetry. I'm open to them all. For someone who is open to everything, I can't categorically pick a particular work and say, oh, this is my most treasured or most it's like you have three kids basically, so you can't openly say, oh, this is the kid I love most. I can just say, oh, this was the most challenging, or in terms of this aspect, this was the one I know. I can just talk in terms of like maybe the things, the features and everything, but I can't single-handedly say, oh, this particular work is. So like I said, it is whatever interests you, that's what I'll recommend to you. One good one is drama. Late last day is a short story. It's actually for a contest, so I didn't make it up to the final. So I just said, okay, why not? If not, let me just turn it. It's free. It's not for sale. It is free because it was meant for a contest, so it's free. It's a short story. New Cheese is a true life story about a particular period of my life. It's a memoir, and Kind is a novel. So it depends on whichever interests you. The reactions I've gotten from it, like, and I've had people who have read New Cheese and have, taken, like, it has influenced decisions that they've taken in their normal real life. So it has been something that has been beyond me. So, and I think that is why New Cheese itself is very particular to me. I'm not saying that I'm not picking one book. I'm just saying that, like, for New Cheese, like, New Cheese is my true life story. So like
if you pick a favorite kid, I will tell you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't pick a favorite kid though. Even though I was me, I had to ask the question. You can't.
I can't even do that. I can't do that. I feel for every author, you are not to tell people. Though secretly, privately, you may have some that you enjoyed more than others, but like, they're all your creations, they're all your works, and you have to like have equal, love for everyone. Because in some way, one good turn is very precious to me. So I started writing one good turn around age 8 or 9. It didn't start out as that exact story that made it to the press. It started with something similar to it, a similar plot, but that was the first thing I tried my hands on as a writer.
Wow.
So One Good Turn, we always be like my first fruit, and then it was the same book that was accredited, that like it has moved like so much to places I've never been and may never be. So everyone is particular to me. This was my first attempt at prose, and it was not easy at first, because at first my editor was like, I was writing like it's a dry essay. So I had to start reading, prose, Chimamanda's novels most especially. While I was growing up, I was reading lots of Chinua Achebe's novels, Wole Soyinka, even Shakespeare books as well, Mayor of Casterbridge, all of those stuff like that. And like there were stories I grew up with from my dad. I was reading all of those books, but to reading for the purpose of research that okay, I want to go into this Gion, I need to learn how to write this Gion. How do I go about? And then I took writing classes as well. So that helped.
Nice. Wow. And so if we as a reader, if we want to get our hands on this book, how can I get your book?
Okay. Kind and New Cheese, they're both on Amazon or yes, Amazon, both Amazon and Amazon Kindle. You can request for, there's this stuff on Amazon Kindle, like you can request for it to be printed, the physical copy to be printed to your location wherever you are. Yes. Amazon works majorly for international audience. In Nigeria, we have our ebook platforms here. We have Okada Book.
I will attach the links for how to access your products.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
I think that will be fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We are ready to get it.
I won't start laughing in between like this.
Yeah, I mean, laughter is fine. Like, but it's just like your dad. It reminds me of like.
You said like I'm trying to like get into the groove.
Okay. Please do pidgin for us. I want to hear pidgin English.
No, I actually wish we have someone like someone else can do it, because my pidgin is very bad.
My sister, how far you did now? How you did? Talk to me.
Fine, I did. I did. How una hope everywhere kulewele. My pidgin is bad. Please don't anticipate any. I did Pearl show and I say make I greet una. Say area alpha or area open a day.
Yes, so
That's all. Please, don't embarrass my ancestors. That's all.